Okay then. So I remember we opened up the safe and read stuff. Let's see. My inventory. I have a house key that was in Dorothy's next to her work calendar. Wasn't this supposed to be... This is supposed to be somebody's. Dorothy sat next to... Man, I forgot everybody's names. To the daughter when she was 6. So this might be something like that. And I think we already did this 0593 something or other. A key for a music box, but we never found the music. We have not found a music box yet. Yikes, I don't remember what to do. Where we were.
So, I remember we talked about theories. I remember or maybe this was off camera.
It was off camera that we were thinking that the killer was Father Matthew.
Right, because he was in love with the girl and
Sophie. And then she went and had an affair with what's-his-face, and therefore...
And what's-his-face's wife...
Was not happy.
Took offense, was not happy about that, and got her killed. Unintentionally, perhaps. So, we think Matthews killed the doctor...
The doctor was killed,
The lady, and one other guy.
The gardener.
The gardener. And then, what's-his-face was super upset. It was blamed on the son.
The adopted son, but yes.
But who was it, Derek?
No, Derek was okay, hang on. Father Matthew's adopted son. Scott? Derek was... one of the maid's sons. He was the chauffeur.
Okay, so... Right, so Sophie's son got blamed for it, got thrown in jail for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And
or
then
presumably, right?
Oh yeah, he was killed after he got let out, and at the moment we think that was the chauffeur that killed him.
Well, no, that's the butler. Bernard was the butler.
Oh, really? I thought it was the chauffeur. He chauffeured the lady around and had a crush on her, a creepy crush.
Yeah, no. No, that's Bernard, the butler. The butler was the one who...
Had the bloody knife in his house?
Yes.
Oh.
Derek was the same age as Scott and the daughter.
Bernard? Well, okay, so Bernard killed Jailboy.
Scott.
Yep. And that solves 5 murders. How many more do we need?
So if what's-her-face, the daughter, was suicide, then there's no more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's suicide. Could be wrong, but... And I do feel for her, but she wasn't... It didn't seem like she was
Okay, we open
there.
this up. Henry... Make sure... Oh yeah, I forgot Magdalene. Vivian killed her mother-in-law. Forgot about that. Okay. Sorry, I looked over at my recording and for some reason it was not showing what I was currently showing.
What was it doing?
It was stuck on when I first got out and was looking at things this way. Back when I was staring at the door in the mansion. Okay, really? Where? Walnut, silver, right on the corner. Found it. Okay, going into the photography shop. That's a cool picture. Okay, nothing in here. Ooh, the lights are still working in here. Is there gonna be like, what, the red room or whatever? Okay, I got a wrench. I was gonna say they're not gonna let me have the shovel. The one thing I need. Thank goodness no voice messages. Okay, Reverend Todd McDermott. Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson, we regret to hear that Father Matthew will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 18 to the 23rd in South York. Callie, you can't be there. I know it's hot. Can't be there.
But it's cold in the house.
We received Father Matthew's memo yesterday saying that he was not feeling well. I assume he also informed you about his last-minute change. Please send him our regards. We wish him a swift recovery so he may serve the people of Painscreek soon. Why is he sending this to the photography dude?
I don't know.
I'm like, is he a clergyman?
July 17th. When was July 17th?
I believe that was very recently after Vivian was killed, and therefore his adopted son was being accused of murder.
We just attended Trisha's funeral this morning. Charlie tried to be strong, but by the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It truly pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in Painscreek. Every one of those deaths was a person I knew, and some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not, even for a moment, believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trisha's death hurt the most, probably because I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, and very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. With her passing, Charles has lost all his family members. He's all alone. I can't imagine the pain he's going through, regardless of how much he caused it.
This is all very beautiful handwriting.
It is. Who is it?
This is the photographer dude. Oliver.
Okay. Dorothy left Painscreek early February, a month after Trisha's funeral. The hospital closed shortly after. By the end of the month, Charles had packed and departed Painscreek for good. Wanda passed away on March 12th. Her cancer had spread too far and too deep. The doctors could not save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of Painscreek. Autumn is approaching. My photography store will be closing by the end of the month. I have many things to say, but there's no one left to confide in. Anyways, I've been thinking about returning for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come.
Retiring. He has no one to confide in. Does that mean that he knows something?
Hello, Craig.
Hello, Matt.
I was playing games with friends, and by that I mean torturing them, and now I'm going to play with my cats, but I'll be in the lobby with you for a while at least.
Okay.
Okay, we're just playing Walking Simulator.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
Nah. Ain't nothing in here. Really?
We were playing a
Force
game
it out,
called, what is it? Something unicorns, magical unicorns or whatever on Tabletop Simulator. And it's supposed to be a game where, you're trying to fill your stable with unicorns, right? And there were 3 of us.
Oh, yeah.
The problem was that 2 of us decided to not go for the main win condition, but to make our own personal win conditions. And my win condition, personally, was to just try to destroy as many unicorns as possible across the board for everybody. And the other person's win condition was to get an infinite loop going so that literally everyone's hands are empty. And there were just no cards in play.
Wow.
We went for a while as the one person who was trying to win just couldn't win because,
Wonder why.
everyone's personal goal was to not play the game. We had fun.
Wow. Did you, though? Did you?
Oh, we had fun. She had fun too, but in a different kind of way. We'll see if she posts the pictures. I might share them with you. She draws, or we all draw, but she draws the most when we play tabletop, so she doodled her pain.
Okay, so we can finally dig up what is in here.
Time capsule.
Okay. Scott is gone. Trisha is dead. How did this happen? We held Trisha's funeral last week. There could have been more people. There should have been more. This village will be barren in a few months to a year. My generation is just moving out, and the old generation is simply dying out. I will also be leaving here soon. Once my mother passes on, once I can't take of her any longer. Okay. The night Vivian died, I saw Scott meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. I couldn't hear the details, but I could tell that they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him. I watched him through the window till early morning, all the time thinking how we have drifted so far. How could Trisha choose him over me? Am I not good enough for her?
Okay, wait, so Derek
knew and didn't say anything? The police questioned me when Scott was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it, but I decided not to tell them what I knew. With Scott locked up, I could have a chance to be with Trisha. I didn't expect that this small omission on my part would eventually lead to Scott's death. When Scott died, Trisha ended her life. In a way, I too died that day. I never wished for Scott to die, nor Trisha. I hope they can forgive me. Oh my gosh, Derek, you are such a douche.
Wow. So he spied on
Scott
all night.
all night.
Dude.
Which is funny because Scott's bed is in a secret hidden cabinet, so.
Well, so he wasn't asleep.
Okay, Trisha, congratulations. I'll always love you from Mom. Little teddy bear. Another chess piece, which is
I can put this in here.
9. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I don't like these. There, perfect. I'm taking it. Secret of Painscreek. So there's a hidden room in the study room. Future Detective Scott. Secret room above Father's room, and there's an underground secret passage, assumedly in like the sewers. Which one are we gonna go check out first? Is that all that there was? Yeah, that's all.
Maybe the sewers?
I don't want to do the sewer.
They're full of rats and water. And,
It's full of locked doors.
Also probably true.
Can't open this. I don't know if there's anything I need in there though.
Jump the fence, jump the fence.
Yeah, there's no jump.
How dedicated are you to solving this mystery?
Apparently not that dedicated. Well, we're
Cootie's
gonna...
up for a leisurely stroll.
Okay. The church is right here.
Okay, there's a secret room in the church.
Above the dad's bedroom. I don't know how I'm supposed to get there, but it's there.
Well, now that we know, our character will automatically know too.
Woo! Do you have the guide open? Wrong room. This is the boys. Darn, I was really hoping it was gonna be like bounce on the bed kind of thing.
This is going to be a game that lets you bounce on the bed.
No. Sadly not. Okay, seriously, how would you get into a secret room above the bed. Above his room. Like, where would that be? Oh, I never looked in here. Pictures. When did he die? Come on, go down. I was just at the cemetery. Okay, so 1902 to 1984. Do I do death? So 1984? (1902) No. It has something to do with the previous father. But none of these will like work. I guess I could try like 1207. No. Or 1024. Okay, help me out here, Matthew.
Okay, so I don't know about this. I'm actually trying to find it in the, I'm going through the walkthrough right now.
You mean Madame Zabinski is telling you?
Madame Zabinski's telling me. And apparently there's some really good evidence in the sheriff's office that we missed.
Yeah, that requires me trying to figure out how
Madame
to get
Zabinski is
there.
good at these detective dramas.
I don't want to leave until I open whatever that is. But
Well, it's
I
not
can
in this
go.
chapter. That's the problem.
Maybe it was in a previous chapters, but I thought we did pretty good. Well, okay, fine. I'll go to the sheriff's office. All the way back to the sheriff's office. So I haven't ever gone back to the sheriff's office because for some reason I thought that I couldn't go back.
Once a sheriff, never again.
Clover. Do I want to go down Clover? Yeah, I'll go down Clover.
Also, there's apparently a drain on the side of the road somewhere. Did you ever get that?
No, is that the secret entrance thing?
It might be.
So it's town center and...
There are secret tunnels?
yeah.
This is a weird town.
Well, so Scott. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Scott wrote down a treasure map.
But this was when he was a kid, and so he wrote down
Oh, I think it's supposed to be like it's in like one of these spots kind of thing, right?
Okay.
Because there's nothing in here.
Okay, so just keep on going and keep an eye out for them. But
Oh.
Scott drew it when he was a kid, so these were, secrets.
Thief.
It was spelled oh so very well.
That sounds adorable.
I do love they just had a random grate that... Oh, that's why I was like, I can't leave! Ta-da! Okay, then.
All right, and so the detective actually wrote down the number to the combo of the filing cabinet.
Shows you how well I looked through this. The case report. I must have read this. The story of Tonti. Why can I pick up this random book?
Thick book. Tonti had a big story.
Like, I've never been able to pick up books before.
So it must be important, or the creator of the game just wrote a kid's book and wanted you to know it.
Okay, poor little kid is missing.
Rest in peace.
Moon Cafe.
I mean, everybody else is dead, so.
Let's be real. Missing means dead if he's still missing
At this point.
Or else kidnapped and raised by a new family. But, one of those two.
He wrote down the filing cabinet.
The detective did in his secret lair, but don't worry, Madame Zabinski tells me it's 7741.
Where was I supposed to find it?
No, it's in one of the documents you read, remember?
Oh my gosh.
The detective
Yeah.
in another building elsewhere had his briefcase. He opened up the briefcase and there were the reports.
Yeah, that was the other dude. Okay. To Sheriff Howard. The crack in Vivian Roberts' skull shows that the weapon used is an object with a heavy and sharp end. Something like an axe would fit the description. To cause a crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I'm assuming it's either a man or a strong woman who is experienced in the use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because of the lacerations found on the front of her torso as well as the backside of both forearms, showing that she tried to block the attacks by holding up her arms. The fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head just above her right eyebrow. This clarifies the following. The victim was facing the killer. The killer is strong enough to land such a clean but deadly blow, and the killer is left-handed. Since the murder weapon was never recovered and confirmed, my assumption of it being an axe still remains. Since this is me doing you a solid, do not under any circumstance leak this information or I will be in big trouble. The guys here in Grand City don't want anyone more than necessary to know about these details. I don't know why it would show that he's left-handed.
Because it's the right side of the victim's head, so the angle of where the strike came from?
Maybe. I wasn't here when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18 to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend. On the morning of July 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I could not believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. So that was Charles Roberts. This is Matthew Brooks. There's an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can do to help our society. The event started July 18 and ran for 5 days, so it ended on July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at the event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service that week.
It was Okay, this is proof that it was Matthew.
Because he's saying that he attended, but we just read a letter that he said he didn't attend.
The day before, July 17th. He's lying.
Which is interesting because he says that it's the dude is left-handed, and the only person that they have specifically stated in this whole thing is left or right-handed is Bernard being left-handed. I was preparing for the fun.
Everyone else is right-handed.
No one else has been called out. I was preparing for the fundraising event when I felt sick. However, there was no one who can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I bid Vivian goodnight and headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone. Dorothy. Yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trusts him so much. Me, I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other maids were doing their job. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everything would be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and then went home myself. No, I live alone. Mary Martinez, so the maid. My name is Mary Martinez. I've been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraising event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to deliver the cakes, but a few days before the event, they called to inform that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because we didn't have much time, and this event was supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just sort of became irrelevant. I love how there's this, but then it doesn't like say, oh, where were you? Hey, Derek. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18 at around 2 p.m. I was supposed to come back after that to drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I haven't had a day off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend of mine who was moving upstate to West Dakota. Ding, ding, ding. What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. I stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to Painscreek. Yes, he can vouch for me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later. Derek was busy spying on Scott and then didn't tell the police because he's an idiot.
Seems fair.
Ooh, a car key.
This will open up the glove compartment.
There's a random train, a pair of glasses, and a whistle? Oh, it's a lost and found. That makes more sense. Okay, that'll open up what?
The glove compartment.
Ah, yeah.
With the bloody handprint.
Mm-hmm. Belongs to a Marvaric model. Oh my gosh. Can I even... Okay. Lockbox 201. Steve Moss. My head hurts, my tire's flat, and the phone's not working. Is someone trying to stop me from leaving? Am I close to discovering something? Oh my gosh, I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not. That was not helpful.
And then he died.
And then he died.
Actually, we probably need to figure out who killed him too. We got everybody but him.
Oh, that's true.
Also, should probably figure out, who hired us.
It helps to get paid if you know who's paying the bill.
Richard Harris.
Who's that?
There you go.
He's our editor-in-chief. He's our boss.
Oh, so nobody really hired us?
No, we're just a journalist. He's on to me, and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. He'll never find it. Why is there a picture of... What's the button for? What button? There's a button?
There's a button?
Do you see a button? I don't see a button.
No. Do you know that one? Do you know that little light?
Yes, I know this very particular light. I totally know this particular light.
Excellent.
Not. Ever since I received the messages and the key, I've been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I've been. I need to revisit my investigation notes to see if I might have missed anything important. 2 days later, I looked through the alibis recorded by Sheriff Howard. So if he looked through them, why did he lock them back up again? There were
He's a
6.
jerk.
There were 6 interviews, and then I noticed one of them is lying. 2 of them were lying. It was recorded that there was an event, yet I remember reading somewhere about it being canceled. Or did I read it again? I can't seem to remember. See, he picked up on that too. I just realized that the E in all of the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all of the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find out who killed Vivian. Yeah, we knew that from the start. Gosh.
This guy is not a very good detective.
Oh, is it like one of these? It looks like one of these lights, but... Oh, I need to take a picture of the picture.
So it's right next to a door.
It's not a door, it's a bookcase. Because there's books in the background. Watch. What do you want to bet that these lights are used like everywhere? And it's not just here.
They are pretty good lights. Like, I like the style. I'd buy it.
All right, everyone, we know Matthew's birthday present.
A very expensive thingy.
What, lights? Lights aren't that expensive. Although you can't give it to me yet. I'm still in an apartment, so not the best. But
It'll motivate you to buy a house. What'd you buy a house? I got this light. What?
I needed to do something with all the lights.
Okay, So we need to go look on the roadside for all the possible little things to open.
It's like I put it in a drain. Nobody will find it ever again.
Hey, there's the drain I already
Unless
opened.
they're looking for clowns.
Wrong drain type.
This
I seriously have to go through and open all of them.
pain in the butt.
Nope, not this one. Oh my gosh. That was so hidden. Hey, I found a key. Key with a 19th century design. No idea where this goes to. Popular design is a church key. Okay, I guess it goes to the church.
All right, so before you move anywhere, it says, then turn around and at the green container, go right through the gate and up the stairs. To the left and then to the right. In front, you see the number 43, the house of the Tyler family.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's right there. Turn around. Green dumpster. What about the green dumpster?
Go turn around and at the green container, go right through the gate and up the stairs. To the left and then to the right. Right in front, you see the number 43. This is the house of the Tyler family.
$32, $35, $30. I missed something. 30, 34, 39. Oh, in here. Okay, so this is Derek's house.
All right, go upstairs and then into the right bedroom. To the left of the bed, there is a drawer that you could not open before.
Ew, I forgot about this drawer. Open! Okay, the school.
The school called.
It's a
The
girl. Do you want me to do
principal told me. Huh?
It's the mom.
Oh.
The school
All right,
called.
I'm gonna drop out, by the way.
Fine.
Bye.
The school called. The principal told me that the kids have been calling Derek names. I know that Derek wants to know where his father is. I don't know what to say to him. The school called me again and told me that Derek poked a bird nest till it fell off the tree. After that, he stoned the chicks to death. This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. The principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would cause him to act like this. I could not tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. Oh my gosh, he witnessed it. He was only 5 when that happened. Derek stopped going to school. He told me school isn't for him. I should not have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottling up his emotions all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling him.
School isn't for him. Most kids believe that school isn't for them.
Yikes. Okay, psychiatric evaluation. After almost 5 months of sessions, your son is now much better. We're still unable to get him to talk much, but he has chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through written text, which is a breakthrough. During his last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving to me. Mom was crying, and her tears dripped onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wanted to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noise when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet when I opened the back door. Kitty flew away. There are noises behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked, but there's a light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying. Then one of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Oh gosh. Derek has since been very quiet. We haven't been able to grasp fully if what he wrote was real or imaginary. Nevertheless, we are concerned with this situation. Kindly get back to us so we can discuss further steps in helping him. Wow. Okay then.
All right. Leave the house and in the alley, you go to the right through the gate, and just before the stairs, you go to the right to number 31. This is the house of Bernard Hopkins.
Yay!
This is where the picture of the dartboard comes in handy.
We did find that, didn't we? And then I'm not doing the math for that. You can just...
Don't worry, Madam Zabinski did it for you.
Oh, good. It's upstairs. Okay, what's the number?
0137.
I got the 37. I knew that one. Yay, a key. And more. You can read this one. Oh, all keys have been found.
When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trisha's crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigned busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it will take their minds off of Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. I wish I could be of any help.
So, yeah, it's not him.
Scott was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought of that. I could never, ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me feel so mad. I feel confused. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. Her condition has been getting worse over the past few weeks, and no one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott's been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott should have been released at all, despite the insufficient evidence. He killed Vivian. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him.
So I killed him.
The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian. A key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like me to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. Vivian's death has caused lots of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did.
Dum bum bum. And that's all that's in here. Okay. Looks like a desk key found in Bernard's house. So this is probably something of Vivian, so it's going to be in her place.
Yep.
Do I go to the mansion? Do I go search out a keyhole in the church? I can go to the mansion. I think that's close. Okay, so I haven't opened it yet. Okay.
Dear Trisha, as I've grown to learn more about my birth parents, I feel as if a great veil has been lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthews was against us seeing each other. He was right. We shouldn't be together. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I've never lied to you, and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully the truth will come to light someday. There is so much that I want to tell you, but I cannot at this moment. I pray the day when I can express everything to you will come quickly. All I can say now is that I am sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. Please forgive me. See, this makes no sense. The police said that he never denied killing Vivian. He never denied it. If he didn't know who did it, why is he denying? And why is he not speaking up?
Again, I don't know. Okay, mansion, Trisha's room. Are they on the first floor? They must be on the first floor, right? Trisha's room, tea room, security, guest, maid, bathroom, exercise, attic. So it's got to, master bedroom's got to be on the first floor somewhere.
Dorothy's house. Did we unlock the chest there?
I can go double check. Oh, here's the master bedroom. I would have assumed it would have been somewhere in here, but I'm not seeing anything. No key. Okay.
Okay, you opened up that safe already.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath is a testament of Charles Roberts.
Yep, and he changed the will.
Read it through. On the last page, you'll find a hint for the lock in this desk in the study. For that one, it was...
Oh, study. Oh, it's the chess pieces. Gosh dang it. King/knight, queen, and bishop.
Well, it says, yeah, the Diary of Charles. Read through it. On the last page, you'll find a hint for the lock in the desk of the study.
Mm-hmm. Okay, where's the lock in the study? I assume this is the study. Maybe that's the library and this is the study. Okay. King/knight. So this is a king, right? So it's a 4. King/knight. Queen and bishop is what it was. So that's not right. 479 isn't the answer, or 419 isn't the answer. I'm very confused. Diary.
Oh my gosh.
Study, room, desk hint, but I gotta get into the study in the first place, and I can't get in there. How do I get into the study?
Study, the secret room. Go inside into the left-along library to the study. In the Journal of Trisha from 1989 is the code to the study.
Cause, yeah, she would totally be the one from 1989. 44871. Oh my gosh. Okay. I would be here for so long if I didn't have this.
Oh, trust me, there's a doozy coming up.
And I said it was 417. That's not right either.
Very quickly, on the floor behind the table near the window is a floor plan of this room.
How convenient. Okay, entrance, dining. Okay, the library and the study. Hey, looky there. Okay.
There are also 2 chess pieces in one of the drawers.
Of course there are. A pawn is 2. Nope. Come back here. And the knight is a 5. Okay. Dr. Henry Johnson. Charles. Vivian's situation is currently stabilizing. When was this? 1974. She has accepted the fact that she cannot conceive anymore. However, she needs time to fully recover and a 6-month rehabilitation is necessary. Your presence at the hospital has been noted to upset her. This only helps prolong her recovery. That is worded weirdly. I am suggesting that you try and refrain from visiting your wife until she's in a better state to receive you. Your mother's desire for a boy to be an heir to your family has caused tremendous strain on her. Please consider addressing this issue with your mother. The hospital regards a patient's recovery as the highest priority. Our staff will do their very best to help Vivian. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you. Okay. I mean, we already knew that. Illustrated Medical and Health Encyclopedia, and I can take it with me for some reason. Book used to unlock a puzzle. There's something written on the back. There is? Oh my freaking goodness. Turn. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. Okie dokie, if you say so.
You can finally pick up one of those books.
Okay. I see something. Oh, I guess they all have it. Wait, what?
That's not unusual at all.
What?
Put the book... Wait, there's a gap in the books to the left. Gap.
I need an item. Well, it's a good thing I took a picture then, huh? Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
I just took the picture. Where is it? Go down. Okay. 4 right, 6 left, 3 right. What? 4 right.
4 from the right?
1, 2, 3, 4. 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3. Is that what it was? 3 right. Ta-da! Ha 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 ha!
Beautiful.
Should I do this first? Can you just tell me what it is?
The drawer in the middle is closed with a combination lock, and the 1995 one Diary of Charles Roberts. There's a clue for this lock. K for king or knight. Q for queen. B for bishop. If you sit down on your knees for a moment and zoom in on the combination lock, you will see letters above the reels.
No.
K, Q, B, K. On the chess pieces.
My gosh.
On the chess pieces, you have found numbers. Hopefully, you have listed them.
1. Okay. 4 is the first one. Queen.
Well, maybe not.
Is it not? Is that not a king? That is a king.
It's K for king or knight.
Okay, so if it's a knight, it's a 5. Are you saying it's a knight? Well,
Yes.
Okay, 5, and then this means this one's 4. This is the bishop? Then where's the queen? Oh no, this is the bishop. So it's 1 and then a 9. Gosh, okay. Who's Jason Beckard? To Charles Robert, 1996.
Our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might have something who might know something about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, however, we are nowhere near knowing what happened to Sophia. We've searched through all the states for any possible trace, but to no avail. What we can conclude at this time is that the main cause of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian.
Who are all dead.
Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened to Sophia. If you prefer, we can still continue the search. However, the results look bleak. We have posted rewards for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that it's just a matter of time before someone with real information steps up. For the time being, we suggest that you wait. Should anything emerge, you'll be the first to know.
Good luck.
Upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's deaths. Due to confidentiality agreements with our sources, we are unable to reveal the true nature of the details. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said causes.
said accidents. So we dug deeper. We found out that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalene Roberts' death. Okay, they're connecting a lot of dots here, but they're not making like the easy connection.
Right.
You know? We know that these two people had something to do with her disappearance, but we don't know what. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at the Painscreek Community Hospital, although she preferred to remain anonymous. There can only be so many nurses. According to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. In it, Dr. Johnson stated that the prescriptions was lethal and to be administered only to Magdalene, and the dosage has to be precise or it will not work. No one else shouldn't take it. A letter was made out to your wife, Vivian Roberts, according to the nurse. Because he left letters like that just lying around.
Yeah, right.
If you would like for us to stop this investigation, let us know at your earliest convenience. Otherwise, we will continue to find out the truth about Sophia's disappearance.
So, when did Vivian die again?
July 17th, I think. Wait, no, it had to be before. Man, I don't know.
July 21st. Do you think Charles killed her?
No. Why?
Because he found out about that Vivian had to do with his...
Oh, well, he found out about it, but he hired these guys to figure out who killed Vivian.
True. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. Oh, here we go. She said she didn't know anything about it. Lies! She only administered the medicine as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely truthful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mom, but I wouldn't have thought her capable of killing her own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife after all, and now Vivian is dead, so is Scott. Now Trisha is dead too. Is this my punishment for the affair I had 20 years ago? I mean,
Kind of.
technically, it's all related, so yes? Okay. Magdalene Roberts, that looks like Betty White almost, dies at 68. She passed away at 68. She was visiting her son Charles. Dorothy knocked on her door at 7 a.m. There was no answer. She assumed she was sleeping. 2 hours later, she still didn't respond, so they called Bernard, who came and opened the door. Magdalene was lying down on the bed and wasn't breathing. 9:30, she was pronounced dead. According to Dr. Johnson, she probably had a heart attack in the middle of the night. More accurate diagnoses are yet to be determined, but probably the result of high blood pressure and old age. Okay, 1974. Our baby daughter is born today. We've named her Trisha. Vivian had to go through a cesarean section. Blah. I'm just glad that both mother and child are safe, and I thank God for that. I feel so happy to have a baby in the family there's no words to express the joy I'm feeling inside. At the same time, I'm worried of what mother might say once she knows that the baby is a girl. Vivian is being hospitalized for the second time in a year, so this is a month later. The first time was for the C-section, this time for mental instability. Dr. Johnson told me not to visit her until she is stabilized and was ready to receive me. What can I do? Mom wants a boy, but it's not safe for Vivian to be pregnant anymore. Sometimes I feel lost not knowing what to do. Mostly I just feel lonely. And because of that, I never thought this would happen. Whenever Sophia is babysitting Trisha, she would listen to everything I have to say. I could express myself candidly. Never once did she question the decisions I made. It made me feel like she understands me. I found comfort in her, both spiritually and physically. I just never thought I would have a relationship with her. What should I do now? I have a name for our child. He will be called Vincent Roberts. I will add him to my will. Sophia seems to be hiding as well as she can from Vivian. Even I have not seen her in these last 2 days. I wonder where she could be. Awkward. Goodness gracious. Dear Charles, I received a letter from Dorothy yesterday. She told me everything. What have you done, my son? Does Vivian know? Have you even considered the consequences of your actions? And what of this Sophia? What will you do with her? You made a mistake, and you'll need to take responsibility for what you have done. Do you understand? You cannot take her as your wife. You already have one. This scandal cannot be publicly known. It will destroy your political career. However, the child is important. He is your flesh and blood, and might be the son you need to properly continue the family. I am now preparing to visit you. Do not say anything to Vivian yet. I will take care of it when I arrive. And another picture of Sophia, but actually with her name, so you actually can be like, oh yeah, that's Sophia. Charles!
Vivian hasn't spoken much since she was discharged from the hospital. Dr. Johnson said that she has finally healed, but it'll take some time for her to adjust back to her old rhythm. I feel our relationship is deteriorating, or has suffered permanently in some way.
No.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to work at it.
He already had the affair.
I love Trisha, and I know Vivian does too. I can only hope that my mother's passion for her grandson will not affect Vivian's love for Trisha. I hope that she does not hold any resentment towards Mother.
Nah. Okay, and that's all.
Finally, Charles is done.
Oh my gosh. Okay. A desk key that was found in Bernard's house that we think has to do with Vivian somehow, and then a church key.
Right to the right of the church. The left. Down.
What? 1203. That
there are
survived
1,
quite
2,
well.
3, 4, 5 locations that have things like that.
Oh my gosh. So this is for the
And it's-
completionist.
Yep.
And it's all those
But-
spots that they said was...
Somewhere in each of those locations is one of those spots. Like,
Yeah, like there,
Anne's-
I tried looking for it at one place and I couldn't find it.
like Anne's Inn on the side next to the stone
Yep.
corner pillar is the word bird. To the sheriff's office, there's the word stump. At the inn, behind the standing board, is the word written playground. The house, Little Big Brooks. You go to the right and immediately right to the yard, and on the right next to the bookstore, there's the word house. The post office has the word
Birdhouse.
stream.
Is it the birdhouse that's over by the playground?
So you're kind of correct. All right, so all this culminates into so walk through that valley to the river and look to the other side of the river. Next to the playground, you see a bird box on a tree, and a little further to the right, you see a tree stump.
Okay.
So go there.
Can I see where the number is on this?
Which one's that one?
Anne's Inn.
Let me see. It's not on the. It's on the wall. It's on the fence. One of the fences.
What?
All right. So let me see. Yeah. Down. There it is.
They make it so clear. How did I come running up this way all the time? Gosh.
Yes. Walk across the bridge in the playground opposite the big stone. And the playground opposite. Yeah.
This is a big stone. So the lady was standing like, well, maybe it wasn't over here. Just kidding.
Oh, that's Vivian
A big stone. You're not supposed to tell. Wait, what?
behind you.
What?
Through there. That path right there. Go the path. Back.
You were like, oh, that's Vivian. What? Behind you? What? Trying to give me heart attacks tonight. Okay, there's that.
All right. You're looking for a tree stump. I think you went too far.
No, here's a tree stump. No, that's not a tree stump. Just kidding.
Opposite the big stone, you go right into the bush. At the river, you will find a bird box. Walk past it and you're at the tree stump.
Let me go into all the bushes. Why is this so difficult? Okay. I found it! What? That's a fake? Okay, what was the number again? I forgot.
Madame Zabinski tells me it is 1203.
Okay. I was thinking like 05, but I of course I did 05, not 03. Okay. I don't know why that is supposed to be relevant, but oh, we were right. Dear Sophia.
Dear Sophia, please wait my return. Love, Matthew. Every moment I spent with you is like a beautiful dream come true. Happy birthday.
Oh. Dear Sophia.
Dear Sophia. Nope, do you want...
I'll read it. It's been quite a while since I last wrote to you. I've been busy. I hope you are doing well. Father Calvin has been guiding me how to be a man of God, to grow my faith in the Lord and my compassion for people. When I see those who have no beds to sleep upon and no food to eat, my heart goes out to them. I wish I could do more. Father Calvin has been handing me more and more responsibilities. It seems like he might be retiring soon. He even gave me his favorite desk in the study room. I've changed its code to 0318 the day you first came to the orphanage. Have we? We haven't opened that one yet. 0318. No! No. Painscreek has been very quiet recently. Nothing much goes on in this small town. Oliver is still Painscreek event photographer. Charles and Vivian are running their business as usual. Trisha is 7 now. She's really smart and loves to hang out with her dad. Dorothy's the same old Dorothy that we all love. Bernard's still the reliable butler. I don't think he'll ever be replaced. As for me, well, I'm still here, waiting for your return. Oh, 1982. Do you remember the church attic? Well, I spend most of my free time there now doing wood carving. It helps me relax. Hey, I even got pretty good at it. Sometimes I'll think of you and how we spent our time together. I'm not sure if you ever realized how I felt towards you. Since you left, I keep writing these letters, but I never mail them, and to be honest, it's because I don't have a clue where you may be staying right now. At the same time, writing to you has made me feel that we are still close to one another. Today marks the 6th year that you left Painscreek. I still don't know why you left. All I want to say is take care. This will be my last letter. One day I hope to see you again. That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now I can go look in the church. Okie dokie. I need 0318. May 13, 1995. I visited Scott today. I couldn't believe what he said. How could Sophia be dead? How could Andrew, Henry, and Vivian have killed her? Did Dorothy know? How about Wanda or Charles? Did they know? Why didn't anyone tell me? May 28. I visited Sophia's grave today. It was just a wooden cross that Scott made. There was no name on it. I placed some flowers in front of it. She always had a liking for flowers, and if you notice, there are fresh flowers on there still. Just saying. We had mass today. Vivian and Henry were there. Andrew, as usual, didn't come. All I can think of whenever I look at them is whether they actually killed Sophia or not. Vivian and Henry. Andrew. So this is before he died. As they praised the Lord throughout the sermon, I felt sick to the stomach. I couldn't bear to see their faces. What should I do now? I know I should forgive them, but it's so difficult. I'm dying inside. I wish I never visited Scott. I wish I never heard what he said. I wish I could just forget everything. June 6th. I need to talk to Andrew. I need him to confess, and then he kills him. Let's take a look. Lights. Oh. Look, there is a weird button. You see that button? Push it. There's a keyhole. I have a key. Turn the key. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. This would be the perfect moment for a jump scare. Hey, look, there's a typewriter. Does it have an E? It does have an E. Called it! Woohoo! Someone came to Painscreek she cannot know. Someone?
You.
Oh, I found the axe. I totally just...
Someone came to Painscreek she cannot know. He's talking about you.
Oh, no. And I found the murder weapon for Vivian. Why is it an axe? I don't know.
Well, we know it's next because of the autopsy report.
No, why did he choose...
Convenience?
Was it just like here? Or I think there were some axes missing in Bernard's. Maybe he was trying to pin it on Bernard. Oh dear, Calvin Bennett. Okay.
Dearest Matthew, I'm writing this letter to let you know what happened to Sophia. My days are almost up, and I feel you have the right to know what happened 9 years ago.
Oh gosh, he didn't know for 9 years.
In 1974, when Vivian Roberts underwent a C-section to deliver Trisha, she was told that she could not give birth anymore. Vivian broke down mentally and was hospitalized. Sophia was tasked with taking care of the newly born Trisha and helping Charles Roberts. Charles, who was facing a lot of difficulty and pressure, unfortunately found comfort in Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. A few months later, Vivian found out about the relationship. She was furious. Feeling threatened by the illegitimate boy, Vivian kicked Sophia and the baby out of Painscreek. Everyone believed that, but the truth is, I took the boy and put him in St. Patrick's orphanage. I named him Scott. Time flies. He's going to be 10 soon. I pray that you can bear the responsibility of raising him. He does not need to know about his real parents. It's all in the past. Instead, give him a new start. I sincerely hope that you can forgive me for hiding this from you for so long.
So he knew about this in 1984. So what prompted him to kill Vivian 11 years later?
So he doesn't say that Vivian killed...
That's true.
That Vivian killed her. He doesn't find that out until Scott talked to him about it. Remember?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Also, I just want to point out. So when did it say Scott was born?
Yeah. I'd have to look.
So June 1st, 1975. And when was Trisha born? Charles. She was born in June. He was born literally like a year later. So she didn't get pregnant for a couple months. So he was with her for a couple months. It wasn't like a one-time thing. Okay. Dear Matthew, it's been more than 2 years since I started working at the mansion. I like this place a lot. The people here are nice to me. Thank you for your letter. Although I cannot be there with you for your missionary work, I will pray for your success. You are always the noble one. Do you remember the wishes we made when we were at the orphanage? Yours was to help the unfortunate. Mine was not to be poor. Well, I did not expect opportunity to knock so soon. Maybe heaven is helping me? With all that has happened these past few months, my wish might just come true. I'd love to tell you more about it, but it can wait until you're back. Things might be different by then. I hope it'll be for the better. So this is a couple months before she gave birth.
June 6th, 1995. I met Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when we met, saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere.
Now we know why he was seeing Sophia everywhere.
That he's a sinner, and that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking. June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault. that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth.
He has left
He
letters everywhere.
deserved to die.
Yeah, he's getting like more bitter.
July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself. And then I killed her.
Oh, that's all.
It's all over now. Why am I not at peace? There's this nosy investigator in town. I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might believe it. But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him. Now he's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
You cannot save from now on. What? Uh-oh.
Good luck.
Oh boy. Oh gosh.
She's there to help.
Oh no, wait, we gotta go through the basement. Oh my gosh. She is there to help. Oh. Okay. Like, I don't have the sewer map memorized at all. This is the least amount of time I spent here. Okay, the music. Oh, thank you. But,
Just follow the creepy girl.
oh, I was like, I was going to. So, is this supposed to be Sophia?
It is, yeah. That's why the Andrews guy was saying that he's seen
seeing her
Sophia
everywhere.
everywhere.
Okay, here we go up the stairs.
And he went to the creepiest place in here.
We go all the way up. Oh. Somebody's running and it's not me. I went the wrong way.
He's right behind you.
Sophia, save me! Sophia! Jump! Ah! Hello. I'm glad that you made it back safely and uncovered the truth about the Painscreek killings. Good job! Your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Please submit the following information as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. P.S. By the way, we found out who hired P.I. Stephen Moss. Who? That's it? Okay, who killed Vivian? It was Matthew Brooks. What was the murder weapon? An axe? Select a photo
Oh, do you have a good photo?
Probably not.
I love it.
My name is
Oh,
Janet
Dorothy.
Kelly. I'm here to inform you on behalf of P.I. Steve Moss. Oh, that the secrets of the Painscreek killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. The police are searching for his whereabouts. While preparing for this letter, I could not help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on a son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, it's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes it's hard to make the right choices in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? And why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? The truth was that everyone made a choice they think was the best, but not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have the freedom to say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger the mistake, the harsher the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice, either to confront Charles about it or take it out on Sophia. She chose the latter. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, they all had to face the consequences. One thing puzzled me. If Stephen and I were both trying to find out the truth, why was I saved but not him? I hope I can find an answer someday. Till then, this is the story of the Painscreek killings.
Kind of a misleading picture, but
Apparently I should have taken a picture of him while I was running away.
it's just like, hold it.
Wait,
Did
hold
you-
on! Might have to run through it one more time if I want to be the completionist. But, yeah. That was pretty good, though. Special thanks to Stephen M. Stephen Moss! Thank you for letting us put you in here and possibly killing you. $97. Okay, so I got the truth revealed, so I got to do it again if I want to get everything.
So, is there an achievement for getting 100%?
Mm-hmm. Completionist.
Wow.
No, that's not the way to go. I forgot about you.
Okay, very quickly, if you are going for completionist route, you gotta let him kill you.
Hello? Oh. I can't even escape. No one here.
It's a private session. Go away.
Do you think he'll find me in here?
That'd be hilarious. Wait, can he seriously not find you?
I don't know. I mean, he's got to walk through his route. So the red bar isn't moving.
Oh no, that's your health.
Oh.
I think he needs help finding you. Hello? Mr. Killer?
Dude, where are you? Let's see if he comes in here.
Sarah, you picked the best spot to hide.
Thank you. He doesn't dare kill me in a confession booth. In the confessional. Wow.
Hey, he has limits.
No, don't hurt me. Ah, no. How many axes do you have, dude? Because and there's no blood on it. Is the one still up in the attic?
Yep.
Yeah, it's still right here. Hiya! We are one. Where are you? You were supposed to be in Painscreek for a day or two. It's been over a week now. We're worried about you. Please reply back. 4 weeks later. Journalist missing. Have you seen her? A video game deteriorates brain cells according to 10 years of research. Okay, 99% complete. Which is a grade B. In order to... That's horrible, school. In school, if you could only get an A if you got 100.